few players rotated towards mid. koalanoob got a dash up, so he can kind of take these fights and get out kind of free, but there's not a lot of support here for these players on site, and that will give Shopify Rebellion a massive advantage going into the post plan.
The worst part is that they called out bdog so early on. They're so close for koalanoob, but bdog still explodes for 2. NiSMO, johnqt looking to jump down. NiSMO already starts off, clearing off the corner against mada. Moose, his position unknown for now, could get popped. Everyone from Shopify now, except for one, staying safe on site. You do have the wrap from Vic. 15 HP, just needs a headshot to make it worth it, and indeed gets it. Big round from Vic to start things off for Shopify. NiSMO and koalanoob, these two players are incredible. But what can they pull off in the corner? koalanoob does get one. Surely they don't know about NiSMO, but with the orb up, they are going to be able to re-clear. But they don't even care. They use the orb, they red carpet into A. It should be a post plant.
At this point in time, NiSMO's positioning kind of gets nullified. It's on bdog here, who's already deep in towards screens. A really nice flash, though. Gives a good bit of information that the screens control has been taken. Moose. And a very risky fight right now. 2 players just on the other side of the smoke.
Oh, and the big flash coming in, but Zander scrambles for the kill. Now we're back at a one-man advantage for M80, making a one-man disadvantage. Still bdog able to get one back, but this is all on the back now of Vanity and Vic. Double V trying to make this one a W. Here comes Vanity around the corner looking for the low HP Zander. Able to get the first. Now equalized to a 2v2. Vic gets another big one. We got the W, at least for the 2, but the round isn't over just yet. johnqt sticking the defuse, and Vic is there to close it out. Shopify up again. NiSMO is the one held up in heaven, and he's the one waiting up for the players coming out of ramp. He has such crucial utility, but he drops down, and he's able to get bdog. A great pop-up from NiSMO as the rotation comes in to cover up heaven instead, and NiSMO goes for more! Going again is NiSMO. NiSMO with a 3K, holding it all down in ramp. Shopify get 2 back over towards heaven and are still trying to lock out NiSMO. Spike is down. M80 might still have the advantage.
He's smart to back away here, NiSMO. Wait for a smoke to allow him to cross. And 5 HP for mada left over.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, just threw the smoke from him. A 6-6 for NiSMO. And now, just on the move, he's going to waltz into koalanoob's operator, and that is a iron hold.
Shopify again, the conditioning. They've always had this Viper on this side. Moose scrambling to try to get koalanoob. M80 putting a lot to try to take down that one player, and it ends up working out just for the kill. Shopify still making their take over towards B. Only one player has gone down from it. Spike should go down.
Mada's getting aggressive towards the back lines. They're trying to take this. He has a showstopper, but that paranoia completely missing NiSMO, giving him a chance to win these kinds of fights. And now it's on to Vanity in a 1 versus 4. His 2 teammates that got aggressive go down. Now there's not a lot left in the tank here for this man, as he just gets obliterated by NiSMO, who comes up for another 3K on the round. And you kind of have to expect, if you're M80, that a player could be there. And I think EEU knows it, but was smart to back away in case some player came from Ramen.
This is such a weird information battle.
Such a weird fight, because EEU to your left, you're going to get gunned down, you're not even going to notice it. It's a trade 1 for 1.
Yeah, but that's, again, that's very simple. There's no map control being taken from it. They are going to be able to watch heaven still with a behold.
And mid is in a weird 50-50 state right now. Hot flash on blind, but he still takes a shot. Of course he does. And they win both the fights. B. That should be 6 on the board here for M80. Moose will have Viper's Pit, but it's going to have to start with getting both entry kills on the B site.
The first pick is a rifle. Shouldn't be all too bad, but my goodness, left. M80. They've knocked everyone down from Shopify once again, but again, it couldn't be weirder.
Yeah,
1 or 2 aspects go awry there for M80. It's going to be NiSMO alongside johnqt, both holding up that heaven side, but with just 1 smoke and nobody peeking out of the smoke, it's going to be an easy A-hold.
A 5-on-5 retake with this Viper's Pit going down here for Moose. NiSMO just spotted a player that would have been a very nice pick, but instead it's Vic that gets in his set. And look at the space that Shopify have elected to take.
I've got your trail.
It's a little awkward, as it gives a lot of room for M80 to make the retake happen, with built a very deep screens control.
KO staying alive. That knife could have actually done so much work there for that info. Try to clear out the Viper's Pit, but instead, it's going to be that 1-man advantage. Everyone is still in the middle of the pit here for Shopify Rebellion, except for Vanity. Vanity looking for a pop flash in the middle of this take here, but M80, they're taking their sweet time. Nobody's in pop flash by that, and now they have the man advantage. Here comes koalanoob, bursting into the deep.
1 enemy.
He doesn't get the kill, though. Moose stays alive, and EEU somehow comes up from behind from heaven. Everyone's spilling out of the pit, and he gets the kill. M80 at the end, somehow with another round. This is actually a very aggressive hold from Shopify in multiple ways. Double hold up into mid, but koalanoob does not care. He warned you. You do not want to let him get into your face.
The Trailblazer lead them up as well and towards B. This is all fake as well. The spike is still leading towards the A side, but he can't give up these 1v1s. koalanoob has NiSMO by his side. Look at the read here from Vanity. He recognizes that this is probably a fake that made no contact towards B main. It's not going to be a one-dimensional hit from mid. Vanity's got so many players coming towards him, but that's the 3K they needed for this round. A crucial hat trick from Vanity. It's johnqt and zander the driving scene. Vanity a little bit more, but he goes out, and now they're starting to crumble just onto the man himself, Vic. It was so key in their win against Disguise on Split. He's got to do it again here in the pistol round.
This was a 4v2. He's isolating the player on site right now. He's got the player shot. But johnqt, I don't know if he dodged the paranoia or not, but even if he did, just enough time for him to get the kill at the very end. Double digits for M80.
Flash.
But M80 aren't rushing it, and that's setting mada back the other way. They're only 2 players, and they don't have the guns.
Vanity can fight a little bit. He's actually able to get out 2 kills out of that. How is Vic still alive too? Vic's able to get the one and done. NiSMO stays alive, but he's so low in HP. 20 seconds left. They have to fight for this site. There's 3 players behind the smoke right now. This is so dangerous for NiSMO. He jumps out with a flash and he goes down immediately. 3 players still remaining for Shopify. Eeiu scrambling and doesn't have a rifle. He only has a Marshall to use, and bdog strikes him down.
Look at him prodding towards mid. It's all an illusion. And it's just one player on the left side. bdog wins the fight.
Spike down
snaps for 2. And a huge win from the newly solo Jet player. Drops his spike and will put pressure and allow Vanity to come here and fight as well.
Vanity has a guiding light to use, just been charged. Moose is still here too. Shopify with this full control. M80, they've been completely locked away from this spike. This is so difficult. It's gonna have to be fast. koalanoob still has his dash too, and they have some stars to use for smokes.
30 seconds left. Blinded.
Here we go. It's gonna be Moose around the corner, gonna be able to get the first, but it's only the one again. No one else wants to fight this. Nobody else wants to trade this.
Going towards heaven, where unfortunately that's the angle bdog is elected to take up here, and unless you flash him up this angle, he's gonna have a couple free picks here
30
coming
seconds
towards
left.
him.
Toxin screen down.
You should be ready with the flash. NiSMO should be ready with a flash. Here we go. bdog doesn't get hit, and he's able to nail an easy shot. At very first, again, they're not going for the heal just yet.
Oh my gosh.
But bdog just has his head on a swivel, covering both heaven and main, all on his own. We could be back though at a 2v2, but Vanity pops through the smoke, and it just does not matter.
Had a pretty solid first half, but the second half he's just getting shut down.
Oh, no!
Look at that! That is unbelievable for bdog.
Healing over here.
I thought he was just gonna post up with the opera in the heaven, but no, he wants the updraft for it.
No, he's a blood dog. Looking out for blood already. bdog with 2 huge kills early on, but M80. I was gonna say they could potentially have a chance over towards that mid side, but Shopify have it all down pat, an alarm bot to call him out, and Moose with the peek. And now they're already down to 2. Double digits, like I said before, they're knocking on the door.
And oh my, it's
bdog gets the pick here.
Vanity,
This is gonna be
friendly here.
This is gonna be so fun to watch. Here comes Vanity around the corner. Has to get something! How did they not call out Vanity? Or how did they call out Vanity? bdog is somehow still alive and has an easy pick at first. Still has a shotgun to pick up. Man advantage still back in the hands of Shopify, but johnqt picks up another big one back over towards site. 2v2 still, and the smoke goes down. Man advantage finally for M80. The first time here on the attack site where they're planting the bomb. Here comes Vic. 1v2, wrapping around! Almost from behind, Vic gets the sucker punch, but M80 still pulls out the round.
I don't think Vic's smoke can reach all the way to mada so he can support. No, he's kind of by himself. They said take the TP, but how quick does he get to the site? Vic is here, it's mada, and they're doing a damn good job of holding down this A site. It's just a matter of 2 more players approaching.
Mada!
Again for 3. locking down the A site. Vic isn't even needed in this situation. And despite the first blood, M80 are sent reeling in this round.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, they had it. They had it all. M80 with a burst out onto B. They pull 3 players, 4 players to that side of the map. And it's only Mada to do it. 11 to 11. We're tied up again.
koalanoob to try keep them off of 12. He saw the TP, but is he wearing the player in spawn? Vic is doing a dang good job of holding his line by himself. The 2-for-2 trade, that's 2 rifles picked up now.
Mada's up. NiSMO playing. He's got a rifle and he's peeking. Vanity. Oh my goodness.
With the dog.
What the dog doing? There goes johnqt going down, but there's still 2 players remaining here for M80. Here in the middle of sight. There goes NiSMO popping the head of Mada. Vanity, bdog. bdog still has the op, but he's on the ground floor. Trailblazer takes him away. 30 seconds left. What's the move here from M80? They can't
30
feel
seconds
safe.
left.
Yo, 2 flashes left over.
1 enemy remaining.
koalanoob and NiSMO.
They're just gonna
Massive shot
hold.
from bdog. The flash from M80. Flash from Eeiu. Goes high, he tries to go low, but that is map point for Shopify Rebellion.
But still, the double off setup coming out this round. M80, they're all aiming for
Vanity's crazy. Vanity's crazy.
And he goes for another one through the smoke. Vanity.
What a read here, and the knives get popped. You'll get the plant down, you'll get the Viper's Pit online, but that's all you got going for you.
johnqt.
johnqt, he's holding the lurk. He's going to try and hold this flank, but you have to expect it. This is one angle Shopify that you have to clear. Please clear it. And they will.
When johnqt, he's going to play the long game. He's going to hide. They're going to clear this. And he might be able to pop back in. Depends on the timing. Depends on how quickly Shopify are to step into sight. Here we go. johnqt, how quickly can he come out? The flash, it stops them a little bit. There goes a satchel. Might bump them back into the snake fight. johnqt, the wall in his face. The wall is so good. He's still trying to run away. Time is being ticked off the clock. Time is being crunched off the clock. bdog, Moose, they get the kills. johnqt goes down.
I don't think
but the
that's
defuse is not
1
in.
enemy remaining.
More players in quick rotation. They're going in extremely fast, but a really nice snipe will slow down this push, or at least nullify the util. But look how deep Shopify are going. This is not something we've seen. A 2-player push into screens this time.
Planted.
And this A site is a lot weaker now that Shopify taken over. And yes, they have taken over.
Vic stomps on him. NiSMO and koalanoob going down like bowling pins. Eeiu and Zander, the last 2 remaining in a 2v5. I mean, finally, we barely saw this from Shopify on their first attacking side. Such a quick take. But more importantly, nobody from M80 was able to fight there. Nobody in the middle of sight. Everyone wrapped up in ramp.
There will be one back from Zander, but there needs to be another one here from Eeiu. Vic just spamming his gun down his throat. 13 to 12, map point again for Shopify, and another chance to close out this map.
M80 still going for a slower take, but it's going to be pretty much an empty B site. Vic goes down here. Could be free, but he still gets the first kill. He's feeling so crispy. Vic, nice as ever.
The risk reward in this fight is extremely low.
Stealing sight.
Or extremely high.
It could just be the game. Shopify could not be more far away from denying this plant. So at least M80 is going to have some space to stretch their legs. They even make some more space for themselves. Stars already put up. Vic just fast TPing over. You've always had Vanity back here over on ramp. This just makes this clear job so much easier here for Shopify. So much quicker. They're going to be able to burst onto site a lot earlier than M80 expects. Here they go. Zander has to pop out of the smoke to go into a 1v5. Zander is gone. Vic with a 4K. Shopify do it. They beat M80.
Defenders win.
And they do it on a map where, as you know, as spectacular as it is to win a map, it's a map that they've been proven on. This around here is going to be Zander. An early paranoia if there was contact. There's not any contact whatsoever. So he holds on to that paranoia. Attacks quite a bit of players, but long range, koalanoob still wins the fight with the presence.
goodness, and you still have bdog around the corner, tapping away, and he's able to get 2 out of it, but there goes finally the burst out from EeiU. Vanity has always been here. Vanity has always had some sort of opportunity to be able to trade out for bdog, but instead he gets locked out. The smoke now in his face. He just has to let the spike go down. Still a 3v3, but M80 with so much control right now. There's a player in logs.
They've just broken the KJ turret as well, so there's an opportunity for a flank that if you are M80, you kind of have to be wary of, and nobody's looking back towards B main. Zander, and a big 1v1 tool against him.
He's gonna isolate the 1v1 too. He smokes himself for him to potentially burst out, but that's huge from Vic. Vic with a kill already onto Zander. He had the opportunity to potentially trade out, but it just does not happen. Here's EeiU. johnqt is the only one left in the back of sight, but EeiU, he's looking to play whack-a-mole. He's looking for a couple of heads. He needs to save johnqt. I don't think he does, though. johnqt stays alive, 15 HP with a big kill. No time. Vic needs to run away. That's a big round from M80.
Again, we're probably going to see that paranoia undated combo. Corp was fast into this engagement. He finds the first blood as well.
bdog already finds a pick, though. That was, again, just the insurance policy. Shopify were looking for so much more action back into main before bdog had to get into any sort of interaction. Here comes the actual picks, though, and he ends up getting fully flashed. He has to run away. Mada struggling to get a kill onto the cross. This is safe now from M80.
Vanity up towards heaven as well, in a very good spot to try and contest this plant, but it does go down at the very end. 4 versus 4, and I think bdog on this operator is going to make this retake a little bit harder. We have a flank coming in as well from Moose. That's watched up by the alarm bot, though. And in a second, EeiU will know the engagement happens.
johnqt.
Wait! That takes on the alarm bot.
He walks by. EeiU, he's looking the wrong way. Here comes Moose, and now here comes the rest of Shopify. One player around the corner. NiSMO looking to hold things all the way down, but Vanity up from heaven ends up taking him away, though. 2 players in hell, and they both end up going so huge. johnqt and koalanoob with some big kills, and bdog can't do anything. Great shift from koalanoob.
How this combo is going to work. I think once bdog takes a shot, spam mode and comes in, that's a great knife. Catches 3 players as well. So bdog's not going to have to worry about a turret just yet. The drone will concede his position. No, he smokes and tries to fight it again, but with the time that he's got on him, bdog still finds it regardless. A much stronger hold from Shopify in the mid and B site. And now
Mada, more importantly.
30 seconds left.
Will, I think for now, get onto the site. They're just buying a little bit of time to get their rotations in. He's got to break trips, take the dart off. Zander doesn't go for the plans. He's getting 1v1s, and that's not a good look here if you are Shopify Rebellion. 8 bullets left in the mag. 10 seconds to get a plant,
10 seconds left.
He should get it as Moose didn't want to fight, but there he goes for a last second swing.
There's 2 players that had to coop themselves back over towards Cat. Make it 3 now. bdog facing on a 1v1, and koalanoob, he's just taking on bdog, who has to run away from the lockdown.
These 2 players are in a corner. There's no way they're going to win these fights. Surely not. In no way, Mada tries to win his fight. Vic as well. A scary situation. No command not going off in time to prevent johnqt from getting the lockdown in play. And just off that last round, whatever momentum Shopify wanted to carry over, M80 are quick to nullify with their own ultimates.
Shopify are putting on that pressure, though. bdog with a Marshall alongside Vanity, who has that hero rifle. They're both hooked up in that mid side. bdog needs to find headshots, and indeed he's able to find one out of it. Mada in the middle of a smoke. He's looking to burst. He's looking to capitalize off of a player reloading, and indeed he was almost able to do so. johnqt bursts out. EeiU gets another big kill. Vanity! Shopify come into it with a hero rifle, and Vanity is able to shine.
The space that bdog has taken is huge, but he's got a player approaching, and he's gonna have to flick like crazy.
Yeah. He's not gonna have to win angle.
He gets at least 1, and he actually gets away.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He goes for seconds.
Ooh, with the shotgun out, he's not able to take down NiSMO, so here comes the waterfall out of market. 2 players are here to hold on. Moose, more importantly, is the one in the middle of sight. Zander with a TP, he ends up shocking Moose a little bit. He doesn't react in time, but that's huge for Vanity. Through the smoke, through the wall, able to take down NiSMO. And Vic nails the last nail there.
I've never seen these kind of plays. They're just reading them well, putting bdog in good spots like this again to win his op duels, which he does another time. He wants even a little bit more on the updraft, but he will duck down and kind of hold the B split as it comes through.
No more updrafts. He can't be a hero here on site. But here comes Vanity with a huge ultimate. Everyone has been marked at this point here for M80, especially the players. Might be tucked up over back towards market, but there goes NiSMO. NiSMO's actually able to get a big kill out of it. bdog, what a headshot. bdog, mechanical to say the least, but NiSMO, he's the robotic one at this point. 3 kills already with a point-and-click Guardian. 63 HP. He's wrapping up on Vic.
Vic knows.
He at least has the heads-up play. He's checking behind them, making sure nobody can come up either behind him or up from market. NiSMO trying to clear the corner, but not able to do so. Shopify up 2 going into the half. It's going to be an easy spike plant. A 5v5 coming up.
And look at the aggression that Shopify are instantly applying. 2 players in B main. Mada's already posted up early for a fight on lane. These players, there's a lot of space for M80 to get back into the site right now.
You have the insurance policy. You still have a Cypher to be able to come up. Vic ends up getting taken down. bdog 2. But here finally comes Moose. Vanity has to hold it all the way down. Vanity alone. 1v2 in the back of site. He gets 1 big kill. But now it's a 1v1. 9 HP for Zander. And it's all gone from the ghost of Moose. Moose, what a wrap.
Full armor and light armor can make the difference sometimes here. And all this B7 they approach it should make the difference here.
They've already been humbled by it, but bdog's already on the front side all the way on the open, but they do not address johnqt over in stairs, but he's still gonna get taken out and through the smoke. Mada takes out EEU.
Lovely stuff coming out from Shopify in this entry. bdog was just the distraction. The Prowler went in, stunned, smoked back sight. Vanity couldn't fight. And now a 4v3, and a big 4v3 that M80 are considering. Not any longer. Zander with just a shotgun. I think this one was a little bit out of question. That's 10 rounds now here. The pressure is on you. Look at this.
Ooh, Zander. There's some pressure on his shoulders, but it's all going to get dissipated soon. Once he finds a pixel, there's 3 pixels off to his left, but he's already gone. Great util already just to clear out the closer range area. But here comes koalanoob. koalanoob, nobody taking off switch just yet, and he's able to get 1 clear shot. Here comes johnqt. The burst doesn't get what he needed, and instead Vic and Mada explode for 2.
And there's a late lurk as well here from Moose towards Catwalk that they might not expect. If he can wrap up towards heaven, that would be great. But koalanoob is looking to fight. He knows he needs to find a pick. Vic has just changed up his positioning. Spike is yet to go down. Moose. Moose just ran up. They don't know. It puts it in a 1v2. All onto EEU now.
Spike planted.
Look at the low HP though.
Did he scout?
It's so close here. EEU almost was able to get a pick onto another one. But now the game a ring around the rosy.
This koalanoob being aggressive. They were anticipating maybe an updraft with koalanoob. This is a change of pace. He gets aggressive. And look at this combo. Hunter's Fury in the back. And it gets someone. That's a really nice early kill. That's all they found. And look at this. Shopify see the aggression. They need to get space elsewhere.
They're answering.
That should be 2. Mada! What a spray transfer. And that's a way to get back into this round after going down in a 4v5.
Yeah, those heads were just magnets. Those bullets just gravitated right to those heads. Unbelievable through the smoke. He gets it.
And they're fighting so heavy towards Catwalk to deny this lockdown. The mid-swing, Zander! He gets 1, they need to trade him out now. Where is this lockdown? No, but Zander just doing it all. They're struggling to find that kill. And now they've got hustling back to the other side.
Shadows traveling.
Zander might have made this round possible by getting at least 1 and putting it into 2 versus 2.
No, what is this from Vic? What is this from Vic? Vic! Bursts out of the smoke, knocks down the numbers, 1v2.
And there's no lockdown left over as well. EEU, he's been so good in the clutches in years past. But this one seems impossible the way that they're playing. He knows one's in market. He knows he's got to win that fight, but he doesn't know where he is. But if he can kill Mada, he might honestly win this round entirely, but that smoke is going to help Mada out so much. So many angles for EEU to clear. He's got to check the site, has to check the smoke, and then he's got to fight back site. But he knows where he is. He gets a tap, and now he sends Vic in motion. That sends Vic in motion, this post play. Nate is out as well, and Shopify, wouldn't you have it? Match, series, and 2-0 points.
3 players over towards the mid side.
That's EEU winning 2 though. Big trades though here from Shopify Rebellion, Gus. puts it back to a 3-on-3. The lockdown is still in effect, and so is a null command for M80.
That first pick was so much that they could ask for, but they went for so much more.
Down.
With the Shopify shift, like you said, still going back over towards the B side, even though we had so much contact in A.
And they're playing such a heavy retake towards this B side. I don't think you want to fight here if you're NiSMO. Pops early the null command. They have the lockdown if they can get it from a boathouse. This is rough for Shopify.
They may have no eyes on this cross. Yeah, the null command is going, but it's just delaying.
I don't think they can get out of this smoke just yet. The focus is on Shopify to make a move. A great smoke. Limits the view. There's going to be no swing. That's a good lockdown, though. That low-key, I don't think that's spammable because there's no Odin. I don't know if that's wallbangable with just a Vandal. They will get the spike down. A little bit of chip damage, just moves backs away. And now we're in a 3-on-3, but there is so much space from the retake from.
Big shot at first from Vic. Vic immediately drops back down, and he's still going headhunting. johnqt took a bullet to the head, and he takes another one. Shopify Rebellion have taken down the giants of M80.
They have done quite literally the impossible. David versus Goliath, and David didn't just win, he sliced the head off of M80.